Russia has significantly increased its production of ammunition to support its troops in the Ukraine conflict. This statement was made by the Minister of Defense, Minhen, of Russia, Sergei Shoigu, last Saturday. He delivered his remarks during a meeting with top military officials at the headquarters of the Joint Staff of the Russian Armed Forces. There, he is briefed on the current battlefield situation while raising the issue of supplying ammunition to soldiers. Quoted from the Russia Today page, Monday, the 4th of March 2023, during the meeting, he assured those gathered that stockpiles for weapons of destruction troops are currently under constant control of the government and the Ministry of Defense, with the Russian authorities taking necessary steps to increase ammunition production. Due to the expansion of production capacity and increased labor productivity, the defense industrial complex has increased the number of ammunition produced many times. We are talking about conventional and high-precision types of weapons. All this allows us to fulfill the tasks set by the Supreme Commander in accordance with the plan to carry out special military operations, said Shoigu, referring to the rank held by Russian President Vladimir Putin. In its statement, the ministry also noted that apart from increasing ammunition production, the meeting focused on logistical issues. While visiting headquarters, Shoigu took the opportunity to award an unspecified number of gold stars to members of the Russian service. This award is combined with the highly prestigious title of Hero of the Russian Federation, as well as other state decorations. Amid the ongoing Ukraine conflict, Russia has ramped up its defense spending and is seeking to increase production of military equipment. In an interview with the country's state television last month, Putin said that Russian troops had used more ammunition than Ukraine, and that they even had to apply certain limits. At the time, he also noted that as the West continues to send weapons and ammunition to Ukraine, Russia's defense industrial complex will produce more weapons than Ukraine will receive from its backers. He added that foreign military aid to Ukraine was an attempt to prolong the conflict and would cause a bigger tragedy. The figure of Vladlen Tatarsky, pro-Russian military blogger killed in the explosion at the St. Petersburg cafe. A well-known Russian military blogger, Vladlen Tatarsky, was killed after an explosion at a cafe in St. Petersburg on Sunday. Russian officials said Vladlen Tatarsky died while leading discussions at the cafe. Reports claim the 40-year-old blogger was meeting with members of the public when a woman gave him a box containing a statue of himself, which then exploded. But who exactly is Vladlen Tatarsky? Here's his profile as reported by Sky News. Vladlen Tatarsky's real name is Max Fomin. He was born in Donbass, the industrial heart of Ukraine. Vladlen Tatarsky started his working life as a coal miner before starting a furniture business. But when experiencing financial difficulties, he chose to rob a bank and was sentenced to prison. He escaped from custody after a Russian-backed separatist uprising erupted in the Donbass in 2014, weeks after Russia annexed Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula. Vladlen Tatarsky later joined a separatist rebel group and fought on the front lines before becoming a blogger. He is known for his powerful statements and passionate pro-war rhetoric. Vladlen Tatarsky was also known for his hardline views. He has criticized Russian military commanders as well as Russian President Vladimir Putin for being too soft in their approach. One of his most controversial statements was his support for attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure, which he believed would result in more victims in Ukraine. He also continued to refer to Ukraine as a terrorist state. After the Kremlin's annexation of 4 Ukrainian territories last year that was deemed illegal by many countries, Tatarsky posted the video. In the video he swears, "That's it. We will beat everyone, kill everyone, rob everyone we need. Everything will be the way we like. God be with you." His popularity skyrocketed as military bloggers played a prominent and influential role in the circulation of information about the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Tatarsky has more than 560,000 followers on Telegram. He is one of the most prominent military bloggers championing Russia's war effort in Ukraine, while frequently criticizing Russian military strategy and tactical decisions. Ukrainians hated Vladlen Tatarsky is sanctioned by Ukraine for his extremist views and involvement in the conflict. He was banned from entering the country for 10 years. All of his assets found in Ukraine were also confiscated. However, Tatarsky continues to promote his views and beliefs via his blog and social media channels despite the sanctions. Responding to Tatarsky's death, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said her activities earned the hatred of the Kyiv regime. Zakharova noted that Tatarsky and other Russian military bloggers have long faced the Ukrainian threat. Many likened the bombing to the killing of Daria Dugina, a nationalist TV commentator, last August. Daria Dugina was killed when a remote-controlled explosive device planted in her SUV exploded while she was driving on the outskirts of Moscow. While Russian authorities have blamed Ukrainian military intelligence for Dugina's death, Kyiv has denied any involvement. Dugina's father, Alexander Dugin, a nationalist philosopher and political theorist who was a staunch supporter of the Ukrainian invasion, praised Tatarsky as an immortal hero who died to save the Russian people. "There should be no talk with terrorists other than their unconditional surrender," said Dugin. "The victory parade must be held in Kyiv." Known for extremely radical statements, Christo Grozev, of the well-known investigative reporting website Bellingcat, said the Russian blogger was known for some very radical statements. Vladlen Tatarsky once belittled Russia's official military forces and praised the mercenaries of the Wagner Group. Grozev added that it is important to remember that Tatarsky was a soldier who participated in the 2014 invasion of Ukraine, not just a blogger. Discussing the explosion, Grozev told Sky News, "At this point nothing is certain. It could be a Ukrainian operation. It may also be an operation by the Russian security services as a false flag operation to consolidate pro-war sentiment in Russia."